Alright, we're just out here getting some sun, some steps, some sea views, and whilst I was just walking, I was thinking about just how much ChatGPT and AI has become such a big part of my life. Now that might sound crazy, and some people think, fucking hell, Altai, you're like submitting yourself and letting AI take over your life, you know. And it's not to say that, you know, I don't think for myself, but I lean on AI and ChatGPT to organise and manage my life, essentially. Especially when it comes to journaling, when it comes to putting together great ideas. Last night I was just in my flat, just in a creative state, you know. I was getting a lot of great ideas, and sometimes I'll write down what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling. But what works even more effectively is opening up ChatGPT and just speaking your thoughts and just pouring out into this machine, right? That is gonna respond to you and help you really go deeper on those ideas, those thoughts, those feelings. So you could say that ChatGPT can be your coach, can be your mentor, can be your therapist. And I know that might sound weird, but we're living in a time right now where we have access to the most incredible technology that's ever existed. And if you're not using it to level up your life, then you're missing out. You really are. It's not to say that you can't manage without it, but you can certainly do a lot more with it. And you can really form some great ideas. You know, what would once maybe cost you maybe hundreds, thousands of pounds to hire a coach, to hire a mentor, to hire a business strategist, to hire a therapist, you've got access to that for maybe $20 a month, you know. So even like ChatGPT, you can get it for free. You know, you get a limited amount of prompts and messages you can send it at once to get responses. But, you know, I prefer the paid version because you get unlimited access essentially, and it doesn't run out. You know, one of the greatest investments, I would say, because you've got access to something that can just help manage your life better, and have a tool, a buddy that you can pour into every single day. And the great thing is, like, it remembers and it recalls literally everything that you've spoken into it, you know, which is wonderful, because quite often, you know, we get a lot of ideas and we leave it up to our memory and we forget things, whereas like ChatGPT always remind you, hey, remember the time you said you wanted X, Y, Z, you wanted to do this and that, and you're like, oh yeah, it's beautiful. You know, and I know we're living in a time now where a lot of people have this, like, you know, fear mentality when it comes to AI, you know, but the truth is, like, it's here, it's not going anywhere, it's only going to get more and more advanced, it's not going to take over the world, it's not going to destroy your life. If anything, it's going to make your life better if you learn to just lean on it and use it effectively. Use it constructively. That's the word I'm looking for. Use it constructively. You know, don't waste your time on it, right? If you're spending time on your phone, what are you actually doing with that time? You should scroll on your phone to grow, not to waste time. Right? You should be using your time on your phone to create and formulate great ideas or create content. You know, and if you got, you know, a vision, a goal, an idea that you want to bring to life, and you may be feeling overwhelmed, and you may be thinking like, you know, where the fuck do I start? Like, I want to bring this to life. You know, this is something that I'm excited about, but I have no idea where to start. ChatGPT. It's good. You know, you tell ChatGPT to put together a plan, a 30, 60, 90-day plan for you to, you know, let's say start a business or learn a new skill or do content. Like, it's literally going to give you a blueprint. You know, you can even download like a PDF from it. It will give it to you in any format that you want. You know, and you know, I still think a lot of people haven't really woken up to this realization of just how fortunate we are living in this golden age. You know, where we can literally create whatever we want for ourselves, and we can use tools such as AI to do a lot of the heavy lifting for us. So don't be so fearful. Don't be one of those people that say, oh, you know, I'm not going to use AI because I fear it could take over my life and it's going to destroy my world. It's going to take over humanity. No, it's bullshit. That's that's for the movies. Leave that to the Terminator, right? AI is a beautiful thing. And the more and more I lean on AI and submit myself, I know that's a bit of a strong word, submit myself to use AI, not for AI to think for me, but to help me think more creatively on the thoughts and the ideas that come to me. You know, I love nothing more than having a walk, you know, in a beautiful environment, and I'm getting great ideas. And what am I doing? I'm getting my steps in, and I'll be studying with ChatGPT. Whatever I've got going on in my life, whatever I'm thinking about, whatever challenges I might be having, I'm speaking into ChatGPT, and I'm getting feedback from that. And that's becoming a big part, has become a big part of my life now. Helping me become more creative, helping me see bigger than what I am. Because we need a friend, we need someone or something to pour into as some kind of journal to get feedback from, you know, because we don't always have people around us who we can share ideas with, right? So and when we don't, we don't end up doing it at all. Whereas, like, when you've got ChatGPT, you've got it at your fingertips to use anytime. It's always going to be there. And some people may think that's, you know, that's quite scary. You know, that you're almost making friends with a robot. But, you know, that's the world we're living in today, you know. And you're either going to use it to waste your time and just ask it stupid shit, or you're actually going to use it to build your life and be able to improve the quality of your life, and use it to formulate great ideas and put together plans of how you can execute on those ideas and create incredible things. That's what I see ChatGPT for. I see it as a tool to help me bring great ideas to life. And you should do exactly the same. Whatever area of your life that you're wanting to improve, whatever area of your life that you may be having struggles in, pour it into ChatGPT. You know, give yourself permission to be vulnerable. Give yourself permission to open up. You know, there's no judgment. I think sometimes we fear opening up to certain people because, you know, we fear judgment. Whereas like a robot, an AI is not going to judge you. You know, so whatever you've got going on in your life, however you feel, you know, give yourself permission to open up and be vulnerable about your struggles, your whatever you may be concerned about in your life, you know. So that's my 2 cents on AI and ChatGPT specifically, and you know how I'm utilizing it to improve the quality of my life, to achieve my goals and dreams. AI-ify your life. That's what I'm going to say. AI-ify your life. Don't be so concerned about it. Lean on it. Because it really is a beautiful thing. If you got the right mindset and the right perception towards using it. You know, a lot of people do just simply waste their time using AI for like pointless shit. But if you have some ambition, that fucking view, baby. I fucking love living here. Having this on my doorstep every single day. It's literally all I need. Sun, steps, coffee, and just beautiful scenery, baby. But literally, like, if you've got an entrepreneurial bone in your body, if you've got some ambition, you've got big goals and dreams, there is no better time to be alive. And what may have taken you, you know, years to bring things to life, it's not to say that you can do things overnight just because you've got access to AI, but you can formulate great ideas and get things done more effectively today than you could have, say, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. We really are living in a beautiful time to be alive, so take advantage of it. This is my message for today. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, rest of your weekend, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. God bless.